Do you like hot bodies? Do you also want to get a hot body, but you just don't know where to start? Or do you just need a little bit of extra motivation to get out there and get jacked? And do you want to watch an anime that is not only hilarious, but will also improve your quality of life and maybe even increase your chances of securing a mate? Maybe. If so, you've definitely got to check this out. We're going to talk about an anime today that is creating a boom in Japan and why you might want to be a part of it. Motivational anime, they're great. I wanted to get out there and shoot baskets after I watched Slam Dunk. My fingers were itching to get back into an MMO after I finished up Season 2 of Log Horizon, whereas Season 3. And I've even been inspired to do my own alchemy ever since I finished watching Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood just a couple years ago. Through its storytelling, anime can motivate people to do some pretty cool things, even if some of those things are a bit short-lived. And now there is a new sports comedy anime, which will very likely make you get pretty hyped about getting into shape. But before we jump into that discussion, here is the answer to the last video's trivia question. The question was, which badges in the Indigo League did Ash earn without actually defeating that gym's leader? The answer is quite a few actually, 4 out of 8. First up is the Boulder Badge. Ash forfeits the match because of the infamous sprinkler situation, but Brock respects his compassion and gives him the badge anyways. The Cascade Badge. Team Rocket attacks during the match with Misty, and Ash defeats them, so Misty's sister Daisy gives him the Cascade Badge to reward his heroism. The Marsh Badge. Ash's Haunter makes Sabrina and Kadabra laugh so much that they can't continue the battle, and Sabrina's dad gives Ash the badge. And lastly, the Rainbow Badge. During a fire at the Celadon City Gym, Ash, being the nice boy that he is, saves a Gloom from the fire, and Erika gives him the badge for that. Be sure to stay tuned for another fun trivia question, this time about sports anime, later in the video. So let's talk about Danberu. Nan kiro moteru? Danberu, Nan kiro moteru is a very interesting, unique sports anime that launched in July 2019 about a high school girl, Hibiki Sakura, and her friends and her teacher and some other hilarious characters as they hit up the local gym to get jacked. It's actually based on a manga by an author known as Yabako Sandrovich. I think that at the time I'm recording this video there are 8 volumes out, so consider checking that out as well if you would like to enjoy this rather entertaining tale in manga format. The story starts off with Hibiki realizing that she's put on a little bit of chub, and she decides to go check out the local gym to see if she can do something about trimming off that chub. There she runs into a very popular girl from school, Akemi, and they go on a tour of Silver's gym together. And at first Hibiki is like, what the f***? Because she expected the gym to be a kind of casual and fun experience, but when she gets there, it's all these super hardcore juice monkeys getting ripped on the equipment. Man, they are hardcore at Silver's gym. While Akemi apparently has some kind of super serious muscle fetish and decides to join immediately, Hibiki is still on the fence about whether or not to join until this super handsome trainer Naruzo Machio comes out, and she's immediately enamored with him and decides to sign up. Things kick off, and it's all around a very enjoyable journey about a group of people who have varying levels of knowledge about the gym and fitness as they learn about themselves, learn about working out, and strive to become better versions of themselves. Whether that means getting jacked, working off the chub, becoming a better boxer, arm wrestler, or whatever. When I first saw pictures of this emerging, I thought it was just some kind of ecchi harem anime set in a gym. It definitely isn't. There are some fan service elements, but the focus is definitely on the comedy, the characters, and the fitness advice that underpins everything. And I think that's one of the beauties of this anime, is that you can watch it, have some good laughs, and then take whatever you saw in that episode and put it into practice in your own life, very much to your benefit. So what is happening with this show in Japan? As I've mentioned, it's creating a boom here. What does that boom look like? What kind of impacts is it having? Why is it creating a boom? Let's take a look at what people are saying. Sakura's point of view represents the voices of viewers who aren't familiar with muscle training, so it's easy to watch. In my opinion, more than being sexy, it excels at being funny, and now I'm interested in the original work. Here's my impression of the second episode of Dumbbell. This is a good anime. It's become good study for training, and today, the plank exercise that trains your abs and core was easy to do, so I liked it. I've done track and field and swimming, but like today's boxing, this has become a reference for ways of training for various sports. Sorry, I tried the challenge, but I couldn't last for 15 seconds. The commenter here is referring to the plank exercise introduced in episode 2, which is a great exercise to work on your abs, very easy to do, and you will feel the burn. For me, a person who hates muscle training, after listening to the opening, I got the feeling like, man, maybe I better work out. Maybe I better get to the gym. The story also has a good sense of humor. Dumbbell is so funny. Also, after watching the anime, only this collaboration came to my mind. Anybody share that feeling? Sad story. Easily influenced otaku, watch Danberu kiro moteru, and make contracts with gyms. I don't necessarily see that as a sad story as long as they actually use their gym memberships. Thanks to this anime, quite a few otaku have started coming to the gym I go to. Oh boy, better start bringing your nose plugs. I'm an otaku who easily gets swept away by these things. I wanted to start playing guitar after watching K-On! And now I want to head to a gym after watching Danberu. So I watched Dumbbell episode 3. The sensei is a great character. As always, the show was interesting, and this time I tried drawing Ayaka after she finished training. Abs, they're a great thing. I watched Dumbbell and it was so funny, so I drew the main character Hibiki-chan. I like her chubbiness actually before she started going to the gym. There you go, nothing wrong with a little chub. Even though I usually don't read comics at all, I made the first big purchase in my life, celebrating the animification of the series. This commenter uses a cool Japanese word, otonagai, which basically means adult purchases, but in Japanese it has the nuance of like a grown-up buying a whole bunch of kids' toys or collectibles, usually for nostalgia's sake. Like if you go to McDonald's as a man in your late 20s and you purchase all the Pokemon Happy Meal toys. I'm an otaku who easily gets wrapped up in this kind of stuff. I'm gonna go to the gym. I don't normally exercise, but after watching this muscle training anime, I'm gonna give it a bit of a go. And it's not just about muscle training, there's also a lot of joking, so it's really easy to watch. That is one of the great things about this anime. It is so easy to watch. It's not like the emphasis is on the fitness advice and the comedy is just kind of artificially layered on top. It's actually really funny and enjoyable. Even though it's just about training your body, I'm not getting tired of this at all. The aspirations of female spectators wanting to lose weight are wonderfully fused with the fan service scenes targeting male viewers, so it's a work that people can enjoy regardless of gender. There's also the mysterious phenomenon of wanting to move one's body from watching this anime. I'm looking forward to next week's show too. Very nicely said, this is a show for everyone. I am sure that if you check this out, you will derive some kind of value from it. So in conclusion, I think it's especially cool that there's all this great fitness advice layered into it. Even if you're a total beginner, you can learn how to do exercises like the bench press, squats, lat pull downs, dragon flags, planks, and so on. And the great thing about anime is that you get not only the explanation, but the visuals there to clarify everything as well. And not only does it show how to do the exercises, but it also gives fitness advice relating to nutrition and dispels different myths about fitness. For example, it exposes the kind of reality of extreme diets, that people might lose weight in the short term, but because it messes up your metabolism, you're probably going to put all that weight back on and it's going to be even harder to lose that weight down the road. Don't do extreme diets. I mean, there are a lot of people definitely in Japan who put a lot of faith in these extreme diets and they get the results they want in the short term, but they actually do damage to their bodies in the long run. And so it is nice to see an anime of all things dispelling a lot of misinformation and also just generally giving pretty sound advice. I love it because this anime in particular is actually doing a lot that can help people. I know that a lot of otaku, and this is not a bad thing necessarily, can be really skinny or, you know, a bit overweight, and they might feel unattractive and they want to do something to change that, but you know, sometimes we all need that little extra push, and this anime gives you that push and also gives you some advice to get going. And it's all presented in a way that's familiar to otaku, so people can enjoy it and have a good laugh while they work to better themselves. And here we are on a quest to get jacked here in Japan. People in Japan are definitely loving this anime and feeling the impacts of it, but how about you? What do you think about it? Do you like the concept? Do you feel like going to the gym after you've watched an episode or two? Let me know in the comments, and before I forget, here is today's trivia question. This question is about a sports anime. The question is simply, who is the character pictured in this image? Include the correct answer in your comment and I'll give you a unicorn sticker or something like that. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you'll consider becoming part of the boom. Definitely check out Dumbbell. Consider sharing this video with your friends if you think they would be interested in it. It is very funny, very entertaining anime, and I hope you enjoy some of these other videos about anime on my channel. Also, fangs are very cute.